Live streaming is on.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I posted this worksheet in Basic Math. We're going to continue working on rounding decimals. A couple things I want to go over first is our place value. So when we have decimals, I'm just going to that first place value is going to be 10th. The next one is going to be the 100th. And the third one is the thousands. Okay. So when basically it asks you to round to the nearest tenth, this one right here, what you're going to do is look at the number in the hundreds place. So the number to the right. And then that principle applies if it's 5 or higher. Oops, excuse me. If it's 5 or higher, you're going to round up. 4 or lower, we would round down. Okay, so just remember when we have a decimal, the first place is the tenth, hundredth, and thousand. So let's take a look at that first one. It's rounded to the nearest tenth, and we have 0.663. So 0.663. Okay, it's asking us to round to the nearest tenth. Okay, so what we would do, we're going to look at the number in the hundredth place. Okay, so it's greater than 5, which means we're going to round up. So what that would be, the answer would be for 0.663 is going to be 7/10, because we round up, and this 6 right here is greater than 5. Okay, so if it's 5 or greater, you're going to round up. So for 0.663, it's saying round to the nearest tenth, which is this number right here, and we're going to look the number to the right of it. And to the right of it is the 6, which means we're going to round that up to 7, and that's how we get 0.7. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, we'll look at this worksheet here. And we'll do 7.3430. Was that one again? 7.3430. So remember, what it's asking you for is the 10th place. Okay. So the 10th place is this one right here. But the number that we're going to really focus on is the 100th, the number to the right of it, which is this right here. So the 4, that's less than 5, so we're going to keep it the same. So that 3 is not going to go up. So if you rounded that to the nearest 10, our answer would be 7.3. So sometimes this one's a little bit tricky. Well, it's not tricky, but they're going to try to confuse you. But what you need to do is you can just cross this number out, cross that number out, because they don't matter right now. It's only asking you about the 10th place. So the only ones we're concerned about are the 10th and the 100th. And the 100th place, this one right here, that's what's going to tell you whether it stays the same or you round up. Okay, since it's 4, That's less than 5, so we're going to keep the 3 the same. So if we go back and look, it's going to be 7.3. Okay. Now let's do number 9.42. So 0.42. Now remember, we've got tenths and the hundredths. And it's asking around to the nearest tenth. So what we're going to look at is the number in the hundredths place, which here is the 2. And that 2 less than 5. So we're not going to change anything. So if we rounded this to the nearest tenth, the answer is going to be 4/10. Okay. All right. Let's do another one. Let's pick this one, right? Number 11, 1.5937. 1.5937. 1.5937. Okay, remember, it's asking you the nearest tenth. So what we're going to do is this one and this one. And we're going to cross off these 2 because it's just asking you the nearest tenth. Okay, so if we look at the hundredths place right here, that's a 9. By our rule, 9 is greater than 5, so we're going to round up. So it's going to make that 5, 6. So it's going to be 1.6. Okay, so whenever they're asking you for the tenths, the only 2 numbers you need to focus on are the tenths, which is right here, and the hundredth, which is right here. That's why I had you cross these 2 out, because those really don't matter. We're just focusing on the 10th place and the 100th place. And if the 100th place, the second one right here, if it's greater than 5, you're going to round up to the 10th place. If it's less than 5, you're going to keep that number the same. Okay, so we'll do one more, and then I'll go ahead and post. Oh, it's already posted. You guys can work, and you can see the answers are right next to it. Let me see. We'll get one more here. Let's do 6.88. Okay, 6.88. Remember, it's asking you to round the nearest tenth. So here's the tenth, here's the hundredths. Okay, so the hundredth is greater than 5. So this one right here is 5 or greater. So we're going to round the 10th place up. So we're going to make it 8 and 9. So the answer is going to be 6.9. Okay, so you guys can work on the rest of that worksheet. And just remember, if there's ever numbers beyond the 100th place and they're asking you for 10, just go ahead and cross them out because they're not going to matter. Okay? I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.